Hi Scorpio, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's do a reading for you. And this is for October or whenever you find it that you feel it applies or resonates with you. So please only take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. So let's check out your overall energy. Okay, this is saying that you have something that is unfinished that you need to complete. And at the bottom of the deck, you have yin. So here, there's something that you are either currently doing or that you've been doing or done something in the past that you left unfinished. And you need to finish it. But now here you have yang or yin, which is an energy of being within, not an energy of taking action, but more of one where you need to think things through, be observant, be receptive, okay? So yeah, there's something that you need to finish up. All right, let's take a look and see what that might be. And also, happy birthday to all the October Scorpios out there. It is a time of new creation for you. Let's see what we have. You have the Seven of Cups, and this is where you have choices. And you might be presented with quite a few choices, actually, but you need to make for sure that you're picking the right choice for you. If you need to analyze it, that's fine. And if you notice, they have kind of a quizzical look, trying to figure out which is the best choice. Well, you need to think about the past, the future, the present, and it's about something that you haven't finished. So you need to pick the choice that helps you finish up whatever has been going on for you. All right, now let's get an energy from the past. Okay? Yeah, something that's not finished that really needs to be in order for you to go forward. And you need to make the right choices. Okay, now your past, you have vows. So there might have been something in your past where you did take a vow, or, what it means to me is something that you have committed to, either to yourself or you and another. Vows can say be a wedding, a marriage, but they can be anything where you have committed to finish something or to see something all the way through. And that could easily have to do with this unfinished symphony, because it's saying you need to finish it. You need to have it complete. So it could be that you took vows in the past. And at the bottom of the deck, you have health. So an example might be that in the past you said, okay, I'm gonna, for example, quit drinking. I'm done with it. So this is saying your current energy, you need to complete that vow. You need to finish it up. Make the choice that helps you finish this. Now, it doesn't have to be anything like drinking. It could be like, say, working out. You promised yourself you were going to work out, and, we do, all of us, or many of us do this a lot. We'll start working out, and then it just kind of fades away. Well, you need to finish that up. Whatever it is that has to do with something that you've committed to. Oh, wait. Okay. So let's get a card for this. See what we can find out for you, Scorpio. Oh, that's just way too many. So we'll take the one on top. This is the Ten of Cups. This is you being very happy, and including like your family unit or people that are very close to you. So it looks like potentially you told yourself, I am going to make my life in a way that is very happy with those that I truly love. But it can be anything where you have promised to complete something or to bring it into a place that you truly want it to be, that will create happiness for you and those you care about. Okay? So now let's see your challenge or opportunity. What is the challenge or opportunity? Bring your ideas to life. And you have the Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. So something I'm feeling about this is that you've kept yourself very busy. Trying to bring something into being. And with the Brown Bear Spirit here saying you need to take time out, this could say that you have been way too busy focusing on what it is that you need to complete and not caring for yourself. So you need to make it a priority to take care of yourself. And with these grouped together the way they are, that could potentially, at least so far, be the main point of this. Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, here we are. What I'm really picking up on this is sweet results await, but what I'm picking up on this is, how busy bees are. Going, going, going. And here you have the Knight of Wands. They are very fast, going for their desires. And so what I'm feeling with this really, and a lot has to do with this Brown Bear Spirit, is that you need to, yes, go ahead and do what it is that you feel called to do, but do not ignore yourself in the process. Make for sure that you are taking care of yourself. It's a very important thing to do. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles. And what I feel about this is this definitely related, or is related to the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel two ways about this. One is that that's why you're going so busy so fast, trying to hurry up and do, hurry up and create, hurry up and whatever this is, to bring in the finances. But at the same time, I'm feeling like, yes, that can be true. But if you don't take care of yourself and slow it down just a hair, it could be potentially an issue. All right, let's check out your thoughts and desires. What are you thinking about? What is it that is motivating you or holding you back, from finishing whatever this is? Door to romance. Okay. Very interesting. Of course, this is saying, here is romance. Opening that door, going through that door. It is here for you. But I'm feeling like the word romance is narrowing it down too far. Because I feel like it's love, but not necessarily romance. So what do we have here? Let's... Okay, you have the Page of Wands. This can either be somebody coming in with a message, or it could be you taking the opportunity. I really think we need to stop and get some clarification for this unfinished symphony. Because yes, I do feel like this is correct. You need to make the choice of choices that help you do that. But what is this unfinished symphony about? This unfinished symphony, okay. This is you being victorious. Okay. So yeah, it definitely relates back to here. It's like you promised yourself you're going to finish something up or create something that is going to bring in the happiness for you and those you love. Okay? So the choice that you need to make is the one that is going to bring in victory and help you finish this up. So yeah, that's really on target there. All right. Now let's get a card that is your strength. What is Scorpio's strength during this time, please? Okay. We have cross, birds, and at the bottom of the deck, you have fish. So what cross means is troubles, destiny, suffering, karma, and burden. It's a symbol of difficult life lessons that are necessary for learning, transformation, and rethinking of core values. So what I'm feeling about this is you deliberately have taken this on because you want to make corrections for it. So this is a strength. You decided it's time to create the change in your life, to bring in the victory, the happiness for you and those you truly care about. And for me, right here is where a potential problem lies. It looks like you're trying so hard that it's potentially detrimental. It's better to slow down a little. But yeah, your strength here, it's an amazing strength actually, that you're willing to take this on in order to bring this to life. Taking on the challenge. So that is your strength. I can see how Scorpio would do that, definitely. Taking on a hardship to create something that's beneficial for all. Now, birds, it deals with communication in various forms, from phone calls, emails, casual conversations. It could also involve gossip, speculation, rumors, things like that. And it usually refers to a group of people with similar interests, say a community. And there could be complaints and stress and just people talking. And I think that is definitely a part of this. what I'm hearing is it's trying to bring a scattered group together to end up in this kind of energy. And an example would be family units that at one time, you know, spent a lot of time together, very loving, and it, you know, it's just from the heart. And over time, you know, when they get married, some of them get married and have children of their own, you know, things just separate out. Oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes. And this looks like you're trying to bring it back together. Okay, let's see what fish is about. Finances, welfare, rewards, abundance, generosity. So, this is a card that is filled with hopes, successful completions of something. It's a really positive card that signals excellent health, and remember, health was mentioned early on, combined with prosperity and domestic bliss. So yeah, this just totally fits this whole thing here. So by you going in and taking on this burden to try to deal with this issue, you're bringing in, I'm gonna put this out here, you're bringing in this wonderful energy that's filled with hope. Love that. And let's get a card to go with that. Well, that jumped right out. Okay. So your strength, I think, is a very noble and caring strength. Here you have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. Yeah. All Cups energies are about the emotional aspect, love, also intuition. So this is you, okay? The Queen of Cups. You are being you. You know, having this great care about somebody or a group of people in your life. And you're wanting to bring the peace, the calm, the happiness, and the joy. And this is a beautiful energy because this is the mother archetype, and all she wants to do is help. So it's absolutely beautiful here. And here you have the Page of Cups. This is an opportunity. It can also be communication, a message of sorts. But the opportunity to go forward in this. Wonderful. I think this is an absolutely wonderful reading. Okay, let's go on to future. Let's see what we have for that. Your dreams need a practical plan. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, here we go. And at the bottom, you have a fiery climax approaches. So, you know how family dynamics are. You know, sometimes they're just as smooth and beautiful, but oftentimes, you know, like this one card back here was talking about rumors, bickering, things like that. There is a potential for there to be a fiery climax. But here is victory. So, looks like it's going to be just fine. Now here, your dreams need a practical plan, and I can easily see how that could be, because it looks like this undertaking is a really big undertaking. When you're trying to bring family together, you're not dealing with just one person or even two. Potentially you have a group, and that is a big undertaking. So having a practical plan could definitely be helpful. Okay. Ooh. Look at this, the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. This is you being really happy and content with your abundance. So, what this is saying to me is, yeah, you're coming up with a practical plan. And it's going to bring in abundance. And abundance can be, of course, finances, but it's whatever makes you feel abundant. So, it looks like you are going to be coming up with a really solid, good plan. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the Magician. This is you having like all four aces, you know, everything that you need to accomplish what it is you're wanting to accomplish. You have it all with you and within you. So you can do this. Create this plan. It's going to bring in happiness because you have everything you need to do it. All right. Let's see what else. Now, how to proceed. Okay. How to go forward. How should Scorpio go forward in this? This is a really nice reading, but it does look like it's a real challenge. A lot of people would really shy away from this, but not a Scorpio. No, if there is something that needs to be done and you decide that you're going to do it, you have a lot of strength in it and determination. Here it says surrender. Okay, how to go forward. There's something that you need to surrender. Yay, love to see this. At the bottom of the deck, you have protection. So you don't have to worry about it. You are protected. You're going to be just fine. Let's see what we find out about the surrender. Oh, that was very fast. Okay, the Ace of Swords. This is communication using logic. And what I feel about this is there must be some element in here where you need to surrender. You know, there's a lot of emotion where you need to surrender, not necessarily the emotion, the intuition at all, but if you are, you know, not being very logical, keeping the logic out, you need to allow that logic in. Surrender the hold you have on not letting it in. Totally bring in some of the logic, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star, which is wonderful. Because that is your wishes, your dreams being fulfilled. This is also, if you have any healing that you need done or need to do, it is here for you as well. So let's go ahead and put this protection card here, because I think it's really important for you to know that you are protected. Okay, let's get a card for what you do see. Something that you know about this. Community, yeah. Definitely. And at the bottom of the deck, you have flexible. This community in this case would be this group of people that you are trying to work with or trying to help. And it is saying that you need to be flexible during this time. You know, which makes perfect sense, because if you're dealing with a group of people that are in opposition in various ways, you're going to need to be flexible. Okay, let's see what we have here. Three of Wands. Okay, what you're wanting to do, you can do. It is here for you to be able to do this thing. All right? You have to take action, which I don't see as being any issue whatsoever, but you do need to take action to know how to go forward and to actually take the steps to go forward. Now let's take a look at what you don't see. Okay, what does Scorpio not see? Might just be a small piece of what's going on, but it can be anything. Please show us what Scorpio is not seeing yet. These are kind of choppy. You know, thinking about this, there are some things, I mean, I think what you're doing is beautiful, very commendable. But sometimes there are some things that you just can't do. So I think part of being flexible is realizing that that could be the case in some aspects here. Okay, now what you have here that fell across these two is the porcupine, but it was upside down. And I don't do reversals, but it was upside down. So, time for a beginner mind. I think what this is saying is it is possible that it's time for a beginner mind in some aspects, but use your knowledge, your wisdom from the past to help you go forward. Don't just start off with a clean slate. Have a certain amount of both, because you might need that. Matter of fact, I'd say you probably do. Okay. Spirit has your back, which is wonderful. Spirit is here to help you with this. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the White Raven Spirit, which is letting you know that you need to trust in the magic. Believe in yourself and believe that this can happen. Okay, let's see what would like to come out with this. Oh yeah, okay. Five of Wands. This can be arguments, which I can totally see that happening. Arguments can come in. And so what I think this is letting you know is that yes, arguments can happen. If that happens, realize that Spirit is here with you. Also, I think this being in reverse was saying, depending on what's going on at the time, and I can see that there could be more than one argument, that decide whatever this argument is about, if you need to go into it with a beginner's mind, or if you need to use your wisdom and knowledge of how things have been to know how to help. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. This is dropping something that has been a big challenge, and it has the potential to have been hurtful. But this is like a promise of a new beginning. You drop all of whatever it is that has not served you, not helped the situation, okay? Because a new beginning is coming in for you. And potentially those you love. All right, now let's get a card for the outcome. Choppy as well. Actually, quite choppy. Here we go. You're ready. Okay. And you also have weight. You're ready. Okay, so what I'm feeling about this is, yes, you're ready. You maybe are driven. It's something you really want to do. You're ready. You've got your plans. You got everything figured out, ready to go. And I think this is letting you know that there's going to be times it's going to be like kind of like a roller coaster. And thinking about family and family dynamics, there might be times to wait, slow down, and then times to go ahead and go forward. Okay? Let's see what card would like to come out for this. Okay. Nine of Cups, which landed here on what you do see. You're ready to go bring in the happiness. So it looks like, because here you have the 10 of Cups, here you have a 9 of Cups, that you're going to end up being very happy and satisfied with the way this is turning out. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Pentacles. And especially with this reading, I find it extremely interesting because this can have a couple different things with it. One, it can say, is this really worth it? And I could see how a lot of people would say, oh no, I'm not touching this at all. But on the other side, and I feel like this is probably more in line with you, because you're a Scorpio, and the cards out here, is that, oh yeah, it is. You plant those seeds, you nurture them, you give them what they need, and in time you have this beautiful garden. So this is saying, have patience. There will be time to wait. You know, you plant the seed, you help it to grow, but you have to have patience while it works its magic. Okay? So, couple of comments. I've never had a reading like this before, just to let you know. I think it is a wonderful thing because oftentimes families are so scattered, or people that you care about, you know, just get so scattered that love and camaraderie that were around at one time have just not really dissipated, but everybody gets so wrapped up in what they need to do that's just one reason. But, you know, that creates a separation. And you're wanting to take on, it's a major task to bring everybody, or as many people that want to be involved, back together, you know, to experience the love, camaraderie, friendship that you know is here. It's just not gelled. So I commend you if you are doing something like this. And this might just be for 1 or 2 people. And now I think we probably should take some cards from the universe, okay? Because to me, this is a big, big deal. Not an easy task. Well, I say that. I imagine for some families it could be an easy task because it takes all kinds. And please do remember, you are protected during this time. Spirit has your back. And before, when I was talking about health, this could easily be the health of your family unit, or you know, the people that you love, the health of the relationship. Okay, let's see. Death, which again is you. So this is representing you, but also saying a big transformation. The Devil. Okay. Yeah. This could be the arguments. Or fears, concerns that you could have about, oh boy, you know, what a task. And beautiful. a new beginning, one that is going to be filled with abundance. So, yeah, you are creating this big change, removing these challenging energies that are scattered about within this unit that you're working with, and bringing in a beautiful new beginning, one filled with abundance. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the Queen of Swords. This is you being in your truth, making decisions based on your truth. So she is very adamant about being in her truth. So for you, this is a big deal. So thank you so much. I really hope this helps. And have a wonderful birthday month. And I'll talk to you again soon. I love you guys. Bye.